And stepping in for the Mariners, Whalen.
The third baseman, number 0.
Hard hit, right side. One pitch and one out.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
And that one hammered way back there. And wow, that one is way out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. So 2 down. And up next for Seattle, Whalen. He's got some power, no doubt. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Whalen digs in now.
So clutch, you could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
Fair ball. Raleigh grounds second on his way to third. Throw is high and over his head. Headed for the plate. Safe. Now a 3-run game. It's 8-5. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Dominic Canzone, the next to hit. And it's second. He's trying for third. Warburner into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from second. It's an RBI single. Whalen had a great showing in this game despite the team's loss. 2 homers on the day.
I'll tell you, I was excited every time he came up. Even though he couldn't lift them to a win, he really made an impact. Great job in this one.
Number 0 with a remarkable run of late as he carries. 1 down. And the batter now, Whalen. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Swing, a high fly ball, right field. That one back, that one on its way, and it's gone! That's his 5th homer of the series. The Mariners strike first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at-bat to give your team the lead.
On to the 3rd inning, and now here's the A's catcher, Austin Wins. On the ground. Donovan. Tosses across the first. Leadoff man retired here in the 3rd. Man at first, one away.
Third baseman, number 0.
This one drilled, right center field. That one heading for the fence, and gone! Another homer, his 6th of the series, and it gives him the lead in the 3rd. It's 3-2. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
Chopped left side. Slings to first in time. First and second here, no outs.
The third baseman, number 0.
Spoke to right, but he's got it. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next,
Now the number 2 hitter, Whalen.
third baseman, number 0.
No question about this one. It's out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. Back at T-Mobile Park, ready to begin the 8th. Lawrence Butler getting ready to hit. Here's a high chopper, Whalen. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Whalen Steps in, late game opportunity right here, Singy. A knock could change everything.
Yeah, this is really where composure matters, Boo. You stay in the moment and deliver.
Smoked on the ground a second. They miss a big chance to take the lead here. Whalen digs in. The crowd knows what's at stake. One swing and it's handshakes and high fives.
Yeah, and he's the kind of guy who doesn't shy away from the spotlight. Let's see what he's got right here.
Can't reach it. Should score at least two. One runs in. In comes the winning run, and the Mariners walk it off in extra innings. Whalen had a sensational day, capped by the walk-off. A special game at the dish with 3 homers.
This is the kind of game he'll never forget. He was a force all game long at the plate and won the game on a walk-off. This was a really special performance.
And a final 8-7. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. We're here in Seattle. It's a perfect night for baseball. Welcome to the Sunday Night Showcase. It's the Athletics taking on the Seattle Mariners. With Chris Singleton. Now the number 2 hitter, Whalen. This one smoked on its way out of here. He leaves the yard to right. His latest homer in an incredible season. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in, Darryl Hernandez. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 0.
Ripped to the right center, and that should be extra bases. Headed for the plate. Oh, the throw is wild. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like...
Step off, throw to first. Whalen back on a dive. 2-2. There goes the runner. Pitch misses. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets in the scoring position.
Got him. One gone here. One out, runner at second. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Man at second. He's trying for third in the dirt. Throw bounces in, and he's set.
Well, sometimes stealing third base can be tough, especially if that shortstop or second baseman are making some noises, moving towards the bag, try to make you think that you've got to stay close. Well, they didn't do a very good job of that. Get a comfortable lead, got a great job.
Kurtz. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Darrell Hernandez up next for the A's. In the air to left center. And there's 1 away.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Whalen was
0.
crushing in his last game, hitting 3 home runs. And first offering is fouled off.
3 homer games don't grow on trees, Boog. There aren't even 150 players in MLB history who've done it more than once. So what he did in that last game was...
And this one looks like trouble. Around first and hustling for second. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Pickoff move to second. Whalen dives back in, but they got him. Back here for the Sunday night showcase. Next up for the A's, Lawrence Butler. Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball to left. 1 away. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. And stepping in for the Mariners, Whalen. And it was a homer back in the 1st inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
Hard hit, right side. Kurtz takes it to the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Whalen had a great showing in the win. Had 3 hits, 1 of them a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Now at the plate, he's coming off a 3-hit game in Sunday's series finale. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. His latest homer in an incredible season. The Mariners strike first. It's 2-0. That adds another game to his hitting streak, Chris.
Yeah, he's been doing so many things well at the plate and clearly driving the ball with some authority.
And now this one's a rocket to right. Way back there. Gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 0.
Whalen went deep in his most recent game. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. He's 0 for 1. Runner on the go. That's it for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's.
Runner on the go again. Towards first. Berger steps on the bag. Out number 2. So a runner at third, 2 outs. Dominic Canzone digs in now. Swing, and he popped it up. That is the inning. One left for Seattle. They lead it, though. Whalen blocks in. If this offense were a lawnmower, he's yanking the cord and hoping for a roar.
And if that doesn't work, Boog, you better believe he's giving it a second pull.
No question about this one. It's out of here. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 7-3.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Whalen had a sensational showing in the win. Blasted off for 3 homers in the game.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Number 0 went yard 3 times. 1 out. Runner at second. Ryan Jeffers the next to hit. Man at second. Tapped softly on the ground. Whalen tosses to first, and there's 2 away.
Yeah, he looked a little tentative on that swing, almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his back down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play, have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
Hauls it in for the out. 1 gone, runner at first. Here's Josh Young, the 0-1. And a sac bunt here. Whalen. Throw to first in time.
Really nice technique right there to get that sac bunt down. Advances that runner up another base. That was his job. He got it done.
That's a base hit. Young coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Save. In comes the run from second. And it's 4-0. First and second. 2 outs. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Base hit. Right past his coach, headed for the plate. Throw is offline, and he scores. It's 5-0. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. 2 on, 2 outs. And the runner's coming home. Young. Inning over, although plenty of damage done.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 0.
This one smoked on its way out of here. That's his 4th home run of the series.
For the Mariners, the third baseman, number 0.
That smash towards center. Carter gets under it, and there's one down. Man at first, nobody out. Michael Hellman stepping in for the Rangers. Here's 0-1. Swing and a ground ball. Whalen over to second and 2. What a play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So up next, Whalen. He's already homered in this game. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Runner from second crosses the plate. Safe.
No, he did that.
That's his third hit, and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. In the air, right field. Nimmo under it. And that is that. Whalen was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Had 3 hits, one of them a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
One down. Here's the third baseman, Whalen. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. That one carrying, and it is out of here. That's his 5th homer of the series. Out towards right center. That's well struck. Carrying well. Out of here. Another homer. His 6th of the series. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. On the ground, right side. Come on. He steps on the bag. 1 pitch and 1 out. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random. Let's do it. All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food. Here's a drive out to right center. Way back there. Look out. Gone. And he's gone yard again. His 3rd home run of the game. Now the number 2 hitter, Whalen. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. Another homer. His 4th home run of the game. So 2 down. Whalen up next for the Mariners. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. Another homer. His 5th home run of the game, and they boost their lead. Whalen was a big contributor for them in the win. 5 homers in this one. Truly incredible.
I'll tell you, Boog, I was excited every time he came up. When a player is locked in like he was, it's a really special feeling. Great job in this one.
Whalen up next for the Mariners.
Number 0.
Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone.
Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
A Rosarena on his horse. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Now batting, the third baseman, number
Whalen
0.
turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. Well struck, deep right field, way back, and out of here! Another homer. His second home run of the game.
Now
2
batting,
outs
the third
and
baseman,
one in scoring
number
position.
0.
On the ground, and that's just foul. Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. They extend their lead as the runner scores from second. So 2 down, and stepping in for the Mariners, Cal Whalen. Quick move to first, and he's back safely. Here's the 0-2. There goes the runner. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Brings it in, and that's the 3rd out. Inning number 7, and stepping in for the Mariners, Whalen. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Another homer. That's his 3rd home run of the game. 1 down. And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. To third. Zips it to first, and that's an out.
That's what a good sinker is designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
And now, Whalen.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at-bat.
crushed. Left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. And he's gone yard again. His 4th home run of the game. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Gallo. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners make it 6 straight victories. Whalen moved a little closer to history as he picked up his 250th hit of the season. Remarkable.
Remarkable is right, Boog. I mean, when Ichiro reached 250 hits in 2004, that was just the 7th time anybody had done it, and the first time in 74 years. What a season we've seen. He's really done something special.
Number 0 with an off-the-charts 4 home. Now the number 2 hitter, Whalen.
Number 0.
Hit hard, should be extra bases. Around second, on his way to third. Headed for the plate. The relay, he will score and they take the lead. 1-0. And that extends his hitting streak yet again. This is starting to get pretty interesting, Singy.
Yeah, and the way he's going, it seems like there's no end in sight.
Runner takes off. This one in the air, right field. Hauls it in. Runner pretty far from second. 1 out. Runner at second. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He's trying for third. That's ball 4.
Perfect.
Throw to third. Out. And that wasn't close.
Yeah, I don't really get the logic right there of trying to steal third. You've got to count where that hitter's most likely going to get a pitch to hit or he's going to walk. One thing is you don't want to be a distraction in his eyes if it is a pitch to hit. Fortunately, it was out of the zone and it was ball 4, but you get thrown out at third base. So kind of counterproductive to producing a bigger inning.
And that one hammered. That's back there. Out of here. That's his 5th homer of the series. Big at bat for Brent Rooker now. Ground ball left side. Whalen. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 0.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. Well, he thought about 2, but he's back to first safely. 1 down. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Step off throw to first, and he dives back in safely. Here's a 1-2. Runner on the move. Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second to third, and he's out. Lawrence Butler up next for the A's. Man at second. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. 1 away.
Up next for the A's.
Whalen steps in, 2 outs, down to the scoreboard, but you just need 1 at bat to light the match, Siggy.
And this guy's got the spark in him, Boog. Get on base and see what happens next.
There's a swing and a drive. That one back. And it is out of here. Another homer. His 6th of the series, and they cut into the deficit.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy.
On the ground to the left, Whalen. Throws to first in time. Whalen steps in. They're down, but he's got a chance to get something going right here.
Yeah, you can't hit a grand slam with nobody on. He just needs to be the match that lights the fire here. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that one is off the wall. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
Another hit. I mean, these types of performances at the plate don't come around too often. This is pretty special. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
In the dirt, runner breaks for third. In there safely. And on the wild pitch, he goes down to third. Sit down on strikes. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Swings, and this one's flared. He hauls it in, 2 away.
That takes away the opportunity to score the runner from third with a sac fly. We're talking about a different story if that line drive hits the ground. But he made a good play, and they can get out of this thing with one more out.
That one lifted to left. Soderstrom under it. And that'll do it. The A's even this series up at a game apiece. Whalen made a big contribution despite the loss. 5 hits, including a couple of homers.
No question, he was a big contributor for him here. Fantastic effort at the plate, even in defeat.
Number 0, fresh off an impressive 2. And up next for Seattle, Whalen. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A 2-run homer. That's his 7th home run of the series. And the Mariners have the lead. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
No question about this one. It's out of here.
Got to keep that front shoulder closed and your body square to the plate, especially when you're facing a left-hander. He did all those things until the very last moment where that hip just popped. Hands came through, nice little lag to it. Carried out nicely.
O'Neal settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
Number 5, shortstop. Now batting, the third baseman, number 0.
Springs was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. Another homer. His 3rd home run of the game. Welcome back to the Sunday Night Showcase on MLB The Show. Next up for the A's, Darrell Hernandez. Hit softly on the ground to third. Toss to Naylor. They limit the damage here. Whalen locks in. You can feel a big moment here.
Yeah, everyone in the yard just sat up in their seats. So did I, Boog.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's got it. Runner tags for third. Aim to score from third. And they lead by 2.
That wasn't your standard sac fly. He barreled that baseball. Just couldn't get it to drop in.
That's to third. Toss to Naylor. Play is made, 2 out. All set to start the 9th in this one. And stepping in for the Mariners, Whalen. On the ground, right side. And foul ball. That one ripped right center field. Carrying well. And gone! Another homer. His 10th home run of the series. And they tack one on the board. It's 8-4.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare. They're so special. They're just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Whalen was a big contributor for them in the win. Left the yard 4 times in this one.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Now from Angels, here's the third baseman, Whalen. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Trout hustles it back in, and it's now first and second to start the inning. First and second, no outs. And now it's Josh Naylor. The 0-2, runner on the go. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. You got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
This one popped up right side.
Infield fly, batter's out
there. Now it's Randy Arozarena.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Pulls it down, and they're 2 away.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
2-2. Runner takes off. Chopped left side. Neto. Off balance throw in time. As they... One down. Mike Trout, the next to hit. Here's a 2-2. On the ground to third.
1-1-1.
Toss to Naylor. And 2 away now.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 0.
This one smoked on its way out of here. And what a way to tie the single season hits record.
The batter, the third baseman,
Whalen can tie the single season hit record with a knock here. And that one hammered, carrying well. Out of here.
A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Swing, and that ball is clobbered way back there, and it is gone. A home run, and that breaks the single season hit record. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to their lead. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
Softly hit to third. Feeds to second. Out there. Throw to first.
He's in there. He's safe.
So 2 down. Now the third baseman, Whalen.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
Base hit.
Pick it up.
Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he's
runner on the go. So
Take your base.
Watt puts runners at first and second. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Two on, 2 outs. Runner breaks for third. Base hit. Whalen around third. Now a long throw home. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. And it's an 8-run lead. Whalen up next for the Mariners.
so clutch. You could argue that he's been this team's MVP this year.
Up the middle. Nice grab. Flips it. There's one. On to first. Save. So they get one, but a really nice try there. One down. Here's Josh Naylor. Now a quick throw to first. And he dives back in safely. The 0-2. Here goes the runner. Called strike three. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with the stolen base. Man in scoring position with 2 away. Julio Rodriguez now at the plate.
Ball 4.
Slide.
Throw to third. Ow! And that will end the inning. Whalen will have a new title now as he picked up his 263rd hit of the season in this game to break the single season record.
All hail the king, Boog. This has been a season for the ages, and I know I feel pretty lucky to have witnessed this historic game with you. Congrats to him on a year we'll never forget.
Number 0 went yard 3. Now the number 2 hitter, Whalen, looking to bring his hitting streak up to 30 games. Maybe some added pressure on him right here. In the air to left center, Soler on the move to the gap. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out. Top half of the 3rd inning, and stepping in for the Mariners, Whalen. Slider right there. Singing, he's currently the team leader in runs scored. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. A solo shot. That's his 4th home run of the series. Whalen steps in with 2 outs and nobody on. He's basically saying, fine, I'll do it myself.
That's right. Might as well cue the movie trailer voice.
In a world where nobody gets on base. That one fouled off. And he's the home run leader on this team, Singy. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. 1 out. Runner at 2nd. Whalen digs in now.
Go two.
Can't get there, and that should bring in the run. Coming home. He'll score. It's 6-2. And in its 2nd with an RBI double. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that.
Runner takes off for 3rd. Base hit into the outfield. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in. It's 7-2. Back here at Angel Stadium, and now it's the Angels cleanup batter, Jorge Soler. Bunting for a hit. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit. So 2 down. Here's the 3rd baseman, Whalen. This one in the air center field. Siri gets under it. And that is that. So a man at first. At the plate, Whalen. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. And he's gone yard again. His 3rd home run of the game, and they add on. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. A 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Whalen was a big contributor for them in the win. 3 homers in this one, just amazing.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Number 0 looking to extend his unbelievable. And now it's going to be Whalen. That one ripped right center field. And that's going to bang against the wall. Oh, the throw is wild. Doesn't get too far away, so no one moves up. Man at first, nobody out. Digging in, Dominic Canzone. Runner on the move. Dives, and he can't hang on. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Batting fourth, the first baseman.
Here's Josh Naylor. Runners on the move. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Here's the tag, and he's out.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move two runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
Pitch gets away. And that cost him a run as he scores easily. Here's Mike Trout. Shanuel gets his lead at first with nobody out. That's to third. Dive, and he's got it. Throws from his knees. There's one to first, not in time. Great effort there.
Just a beautiful play right there to get it out. He dives to make the stop. Then a nice feed from his knees. Knew he didn't have time to get up and make that throw. The throw beats the runner. That's that internal clock working.
Foul ball. Whalen was driving the offense for them in his last game with 5 RBIs. No question about this one. It's out of here. That's his 7th home run of the series. Man at first, one away.
The third baseman, number 0.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. And that one's gone. Another homer. His 2nd homer of the night. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 11-0.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. High velocity up and in is just such a difficult location for the hitter, but this time he pulls the hands tight to the body, gets through this pitch. What conviction in that swing. Awesome job at the plate.
Number 0.
One down. Now the third baseman, Whalen. 3 for 3 with a pair of home runs and a single.
Timeout.
Time called. And there's a fly ball deep right field. Gone. And he's gone yard again. That's 9 homers this series. And they add a run. It's 12-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away. He's putting on quite the show at the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with this swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, it's so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And now 2 aboard. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or 2 behind. The way that he squared up that baseball tells me that he is seeing it like a beach ball.
Left field. 1 away.
Up next is Seattle, the first baseman, number 12, Josh.
So first and second with 1 man gone. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Josh Naylor. Runner takes off, and
Take your
that'll
base.
load
Ball
the
4.
bases.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Randy Arozarena.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. On the ground to the left.
Slide, slide,
Off balance
slide.
speed. There's one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. They get a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. 7th inning stretch time. The M's on top here, 13-2. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. We go to the 9th, and stepping in for the Mariners, Whalen.
0.
There's a swing and a drive. And wow, that one is way out of here. Another homer. His 4th home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 15-2.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game, they're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen, too. And these are the types of...
Whalen had a sensational showing in the win. Left the yard 4 times in this one.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Number 0 with an off-the-charts 4 home runs. Now the number 2 hitter, Whalen. This one drilled right center field. That one heading for the fence and gone. A solo shot. And the Mariners have the lead. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So 2 down. Now at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Whalen. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They trail here 1-0.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 0.
No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game.
The third baseman,
Man at first, 1 away. Whalen was launching balls out left and right in his last game, hitting 4 home runs. On a line, Doyle makes his way towards it. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. Safe at the plate. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. 1 down. Here's Tyler O'Neill. Runner takes off for third. Tapped on the ground softly to short. Slings to first in time. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Johnston. He takes it on his own. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors and a runner left. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Mariners 7 and the Rockies 0. Back here in Denver, bottom of the 4th, Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies.
Well, every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Whips it across. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Time asked for at the plate, and he gets it. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they boost their lead. Singing, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
Rush to right. This one's got a chance. Out of here. Home run. Another homer. His 4th home run of the game. And they add on.
Wow, this is awesome. I mean, a 4-homer game. They're just so rare. They're so special and just so tough to pull off as well. Everything has to line up for you, but of course, you got to make it happen too. And these are the types of performances that people just don't forget, and it's definitely going to live on in history.
Whalen was outstanding in this ball game, helping them. Number 0 with an off-the-charts 4. And stepping in for the Mariners, Whalen. Perfect at the plate last night, 5 for 5. This one in the air. Lopez gets under it. And there's one away.
Batting third, the catcher.
Man at first, one away.
The third baseman, number 0.
This one in the air, center field. Doyle under this one. 2 down. Troy Johnston digging in for the Rockies.
The first baseman, Troy Johnston.
Trying to move him over here. And that's a bunt single that was placed perfectly. Back here at Coors Field. Started the 6th, John Shambi with Chris Singleton. And leading off, Whalen. This one belted deep left field. On its way, gone. That's his 5th homer of the series. And we have a tie ball game. It's 2-2.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this.
Here's the third baseman, Whalen. He crushed one out of here earlier, an absolute tape measure shot.
Yeah, indeed. It was
dives, but it kicks off his glove. He decides to eat it, and that leaves them with runners at first and second. First and second, one out. Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. Runner on the go. In there for strike 3. Go to second. Out. And that'll let me in. Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. And that bunted towards third. Not in time. He's safe. 2 outs. Runner on first. Whalen getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. Another homer. His 6th of the series.
That swing completely changes the momentum of his lightning fast hands to be able to hit that velocity fastball on the inside part of the plate. In my experience, when you're looking out over the plate, allowing the ball to travel, it's pure reaction to hit a pitch in that location. That's a tremendous swing.
Whalen was a big contributor for them in the win. Collected 3 hits, including 2 home runs.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Number 0, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. 1 down. Whalen up next for the Mariners. And that one hammered. Carrying well. And that one's gone into the bleachers. That's his 7th home run of the series. Whalen steps in. Previous batter couldn't get the job done. Now 2 outs. It's late, and the pressure is mounting, Chris.
Well, this is where you pick up your teammate, Boog. They need someone to come through right here.
Hammered on the line. Base hit. 1 runs in. Now a relay to the plate, and he's out. Touchdown, and that ends the inning. Whalen digging in. They say pressure makes diamonds. Let's see if this turns into a gem.
Yep, time to see if this one shines.
This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. Another homer. His 2nd home run of the game. On the ground, right side to Tovar. Double play. What a quick killing, Dan. First and second, one out. Zach Veen digging in for the Rockies. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Makes the grab. So digging in, Whalen. He's got some power, no doubt. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And the 0-1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. There goes the runner. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's got a chance. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. One run is in. Another comes in to score. It's a two-run double, and it's 8-3.
Nicely done. Brings home two. A lot of times in today's...
Whalen really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. A 4-hit performance, including a pair of homers.
Well, Boog, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
On the corner of Dave Niehaus Way and Edgar Martinez Drive, welcome to T-Mobile Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Houston Astros taking on... All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. One down. Whalen, the next to hit. And there's a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
That way to find that sweet spot.
Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Oh, and 2 now. There goes the runner in the dirt. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
Pretty impressive from the 3-hole hitter. Picks up the single, then swipes second to get into scoring position. Now, that's not going to show up on the slugging percentage very much, but it works the same way for the team.
Line drive, that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, the tag, and he's in. On the board first, it's 1 zip. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
This one's smoked on its way out of here. That one felt good. And they boost their lead. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
That one ripped right center field. That's got a chance. And that's going to bang against the wall. It's a double. Third hit of the night for him. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody is a step or two behind. The way that he squared up that baseball.
Runner takes off for third. In the dirt. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there still.
That one is absolutely belted. Out of here. He hammers one out to right, and they add to their lead. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Whalen up next for the Mariners. Can't glove it cleanly. Flips it. Throw to first for the out as the run comes in from third. So two down. Now the number 2 hitter, Whalen.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Whalen had a sensational showing in the win. Put together 3 hits, one of them a home run.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Number 0 with an eye-popping 35. One down. Whalen up next for the Mariners. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. The 1-2. And he drops it down the third baseline. Whalen. Throws to first. That ends the frame of the bunt attempt. It's the runner at second.
Now
2 down.
The third baseman, number 0.
Rip right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. A 2-run homer, and they add on. So add another game to his hitting streak. Chris, this is remarkable.
Just so exciting. Game after game, he's given us a real thrill, and that swing was obviously no exception.
Whalen stepping in now. The inning's been quiet, but a chance here to turn up the volume.
Yeah, and you love that mentality. A little thunder could bring that dugout back to life.
Smoke to right, but he's got it. Nobody left for Seattle, but they lead it 4-1.
Now batting.
Now the third baseman, Whalen, and he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field, and that keeps the inning going.
Attaboy, way to swing the bat.
Now the Mariners catcher, Cal Raleigh.
The catcher.
Quick toss first, and he's back in there. Pena. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Mariners lead. And now for Seattle, Whalen. He's already homered here in this one. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they tack on to their lead. It's 11-1.
You know, more than 100 grand slams are hit every season in baseball, but they're still exciting every single time. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple, so stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. Hits the grand slam to drive in 4. Really good job at the plate.
Whalen really excelled in this one and contributed to the win. Had 3 hits, 2 of them homers.
Well, Boot, can't say enough about what he did for him in this one. He's a big reason they got the W, and it's easy to see why he's a key contributor for him.
From the home of the Mariners since 1999, T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Los Angeles Angels taking on the Seattle Mariners. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. And Singy, we're going to see a nice little win streak put to the test today.
Yeah, these guys are really firing.
One down. Here's the veteran outfielder, Mike Trout.
Mike Trout.
This to third. It's in and out of his glove. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Batting third.
So up next, Whalen. Up the middle. Oh, great grab on the dive. To first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
To second, Lux. That's the third out. Angels.
Now batting. The third baseman,
Whalen, just 21 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Oh, great stop. Fires to first, and very nicely done for the out. Mariners. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. And that's a great play for the out.
Well, you can see right there, he looks very comfortable going to the backhand. Nice diving stop. Gets up to complete the play. That'll fire the team up for sure.
And that one is lifted in the air. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Runner from third in to score. And now they trail by one. Whalen digs in. He's left a few out there today, but this is the one that matters. RBI opportunity, Singy.
Yeah, his struggles today reset with a knock right here, Boog. Redemption is right in front of him.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Carrying well. Pulls it in on the warning track. Josh Lowe, the next to hit for the Angels. Swing and a bouncer. Whalen whips it to first on the run. And that's a nice play to end the inning. No runs. So runner at second, two down. Whalen up next for the Mariners. And a little something extra at stake in this at bat as he's hitless so far with his hitting streak in jeopardy. Spoke to right, but he's got it. Whalen had a rough go of it in this game.
They got the win, but it sure wasn't because of him. He needs to wash this one off in the shower and do better the next time out.
So digging in, Whalen. Right side, hard hit. One pitch and one out.
Batting third.
Jorge Soler up at the plate. Two down, nobody on. On the ground to the left. Toss to Naylor. And that is the third out of the inning. Angels held in check.
Round, go.
Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in there standing up with a two-out double.
Up next is the Mariners.
Here's Tyler O'Neill.
The left fielder,
Runner at
number
second,
9,
two down.
Tyler.
Here in the second game of the series.
O'Neill.
He's trying for third. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's 5-0. Back at T-Mobile Park, Whalen. Up now, the league leader in home runs. Every swing looks like a rocket launch.
Yeah, pitchers know what's coming. If they miss their spot, they're going to be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Out of here! His latest homer in an incredible season. And now it's going to be Whalen. He's already homered in this game. No question about this one. It's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race? Zips it across. That's the first out, the top of the seventh. So two down. Whalen up next for the Mariners.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
That one is absolutely belted. Carrying well. Gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game. And they add on. Singy, he's been red hot.
Yeah, another big swing of the bat for him. Man, he is really seeing the ball well in this one.
Whalen really stood out in this win. Blasted off for 3 homers in a game.
Well, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time he came up.
Number 0 went yard 3 times last game. So 2 down. Zach Neto, the next to hit for the Angels. On the ground to third. Whalen. Fires over to first. And that will end the inning. Now it'll be. Here's the third baseman, Whalen. Looking to stay hot after yesterday's game. 4 for 5 in that one.
Make a turn, go, make a turn.
Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases.
Hey, wait a second.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Back.
Step off, throw to first.
He's in there.
Whalen back in on a dive. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. So a walk puts runners at first and second. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. Runner edges away at second. Double steal. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A 3-run dinger. Home run number 30 on the year. The Mariners strike first. It's 3-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
Bottom of the second, and stepping in for the Mariners, Whalen. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
Back.
Step off throw to first.
No, he's in.
And he just got his hand in there.
With how good these offenses are, there's a lot of ball game left.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes in there for strike 3. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
Man at second. Runner breaks for third. Ground ball to the right side. Shanuel steps on the bag. That's out number 2. And now
Up next,
it's Josh
for the
Naylor.
Mariners, the first baseman, number 12, Josh Whalen.
The 0-1. Runners breaking for the plate. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it.
Now batting, the third baseman,
Whalen
number 0.
made it rain homers in his last game, going deep 3 times. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. Trout hustles it back in. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning. First and second, no outs. Tyler O'Neill up next for the Mariners. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. This one popped up, and the infield fly is called. Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate now in a big spot. Runner on the move. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. Get down. Slide. And now he's tagged out at second as he can't get back. Runners at the corners here. 1 away. Whalen getting ready to hit. 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying. Out of here. A 3-run shot. His 150th career homer. That's his 4th home run of the series. That's ripped into the outfield.
Go
Can't reach it. Should score at least 2. 1 run is in. Another comes in to score, and they're pulling away up by 7 now. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. In there. Got him looking for the K. Whalen was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win. Put together a 5-hit performance, including a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Number 0 with 5 hits last time out. Simply amazing. All eyes on this standout. First and second, 1 out. Joe Adell, the next to hit. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. And that one is out of here.
He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
2 away. 2 outs, and 1 in scoring position. Foul ball there. Swung on, belted. That one carrying. And it is out of here. A 2-run blast. That's his 5th homer of the series. Jorge Soler up at the plate. Man at second. Swing and a drive. Deep left field. Way back there. It's got a chance. Out of here. Jorge Soler goes deep. It's his 8th home run of the year. Back in Seattle and stepping in for the Mariners, Whalen. This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Well, these Mariners showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. The numbers say they've only chased at pitches.
Oh, now this is drilled to center. Way back there. On its way and gone.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or...
That one ripped right center field, and it one-hops the wall. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. Well, Singy, he is locked in there.
Well, he's really slowed the game down, and it's like he's moving in full speed, and everybody...
Runner takes off for third. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw on the money. Nice play. One down. Here's Joe Adell. That's to third. Whalen. Throw to first in time.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it.
Whalen was a big contributor for them in the win. Had 3 hits, 2 of them homers.
Really impressive work at the dish, Boog. He gave his teammates a lot of opportunities in this one, and that's really all you can ask him to do.